Come in.
Hey.
What do you want?
Well, I thought we could discuss your husband's new job. Lucky's hands-on approach is exactly what I'm looking for in a bodyguard.
Well, if you need to speak to him, you're gonna have to come back because he's not home right now.
No, actually, I was hoping to get your thoughts on our new relationship.
I have nothing to say.
Wow. Gosh, do you ever get tired of lying? I mean, it's just that you're obviously upset about Lucky protecting me, and I just don't know why you would say it and instead of doing whatever it is that you're doing when you're trying to punish him. My God, I can only imagine the kind of cold shoulder you dish out. Except, of course, when you're with Jason.
If you care about Lucky so much, why don't you stop seducing him to get back at Jason?
You don't seriously expect me to believe that you're jealous of Lucky?
He is my husband.
Well, not in any way that really counts. You made that pretty clear when you testified in court about your night with Jason. Why are you even bothering to hold on to your joke of a marriage? It's obvious to everyone, including your husband, that you would rather be with Jason.
Lucky wants to work things out. So do I.
The only reason why Lucky wants to work things out is for the children.
We agreed to keep our family together.
Did? That's funny. Where was that concern for Lucky when you ran into Jason's arms at the courthouse? You are not fooling anyone, Elizabeth. The only thing you care about is Jason.
You're fighting about Jason?
I came over here to try and clear the air with Elizabeth so there wouldn't be any tension between the two of us now that you're working for me, but all Elizabeth cared about was whether or not Jason and I were getting back together. Well, the answer's no. So you can have them all to yourself.
If you're hungry, I made lasagna. There's a whole pan in the fridge. So is this how it's gonna be from now on? You just assume Sam's right and I'm wrong without even hearing my side of the story?
Sam's never given me a reason not to trust her.
Let me tell you something. When Sam came over here tonight, she couldn't wait to throw your new job in my face and tell me how excited she was about all the hands-on attention you're going to be giving her as her new bodyguard. Oh, my God, Lucky, she might as well have been wearing a T-shirt that said, "I'm seducing your husband." How can you not see what she's doing?
Who says I don't?
You told me you wanted to work this out. That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, well, why start now? I hope it's okay that I called.
Yeah. No, look, if you hadn't, I would have. I am so sorry. I didn't mean to show up at your house like that. I thought that I could make peace with Elizabeth, but I can't. I can't. I've figured that out, not with Jason between us.
Sam, you don't have to apologize. I know you were only trying to help.
Yeah, and ended up making things worse. I do that a lot, okay? I find myself in this hole and I try and dig myself out, and for one reason or another, I just wind up sinking even further down every single time, only this time I'm taking you and wrecking your marriage in the process.
You know what? My marriage isn't falling apart because of you.
Elizabeth made it very clear that she doesn't want you guarding me.
You know, Elizabeth, she thinks that there's something going on between us.
Yeah, well, what do you think? Oh, I'm sorry. Do you have a problem with this?
You know, I bet you can't wait to tell Elizabeth. She'll be upset. You'll be there to comfort her, just like always.
Lucky, don't do this.
You may get my wife, but you're never taking my sons. Speaking of which, I need to go check on my boys. You gonna be okay?
Yeah. Well, I'm surprised. You had the chance to warn Lucky and you didn't.
About what?
Well, I told you I was going to get him into bed. And I will.
Lucky doesn't deserve this.
Elizabeth sure as hell does. She wasn't thinking when she blew my life apart, so I'm just returning the favor. Unless, of course, you decide to kill me first. The threat, right? And you would kill me if I did anything to hurt Elizabeth. I don't know. Does sleeping with a husband that she doesn't care about count? I mean, I wouldn't think it does, but who knows? Elizabeth would use just about any excuse to come crying on your shoulder. So when she does, am I gonna, what, be found floating face down in the harbor?
You know, all this anger you're carrying around is hurting you more than I ever could.
Oh, no, Jason. You have hurt me enough. And I don't expect you to feel bad about it. I mean, why should you? You don't feel anything else. So answer the question. Am I going to die because I was hitting on Lucky?
Like I said before, if anyone threatens Elizabeth or her children, and I trace it back to you like I did those men in the park,
I'll be dead. Wow. I never thought that we could hate each other this much.
Boys still asleep?
Yeah, they have been for a couple hours now.
Well, without all the fighting, they might have woke up.
Do you think there's a chance that we can finish talking without raising our voices?
I'm listening.
Okay. I know you're still furious with me for lying to you. And I accept that it's going to take some time for you to work through that. But you need to accept that I had my own reasons for not telling you the truth. Lucky, you were in recovery. I couldn't take that chance of you going back to using pills. I would have done anything to keep you from killing yourself. Our boys need you.
You know that I would never do anything to hurt Cameron and Jake.
Well, all this fighting is hurting them. And I'm not gonna let them grow up in a family where their parents are constantly at each other's throats. It's not fair to them. So if you can't let go of your anger, no matter how justified you think it is, then it's time we end our marriage right now.